Hello students, welcome to this lecture. Here we are going to discuss few questions of pair of linear equations in two variables. So the questions are CBSE based and the questions pattern is board based. So what we will see here, let us take the first question. It is of 1 mark. It says Aftab tells his daughter, 7 years ago I was 7 times as old as you were then. Also 3 years from now I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. So isn't this interesting? So it is quite interesting. Represent this situation algebraically and graphically. So what Aftab is saying to his daughter, that my age was 7 times your age 7 years ago, and 3 years later my age will be 3 times your age. So suppose that Aftab's age right now is x years. So we take x variable for denoting Aftab's age, and the daughter's age I am taking as a y variable. So how can we represent this situation? What we can say, that 7 years ago Aftab was x minus 7 years and daughter was y minus 7 years, and 7 years ago Aftab was 7 times of his daughter. So this is the first equation, which when simplified will give you x minus 7y. This will become plus 42 is equal to 0. Okay students, another statement which Aftab is saying, that 3 years from now he will be 3 times as old as his daughter. So x plus 3 will be the age of Aftab 3 years later, and y plus 3 will be the age of daughter 3 years later, and Aftab will be 3 times as old as his daughter. So this will give you x minus 3y, and this will become minus 9 plus 3 minus 6 equal to 0. This is the second equation. So these are the two equations which represent the situation described by Aftab. Another thing which is asked is to show it graphically. So how do we show it graphically? As you remember, as we have got these two equations, first equation and the second equation. So in order to represent first equation, we will take the values of x. So let us take x is equal to 0. If we take x is equal to 0, y will be 6. And if we take y is equal to 0, x will be minus 42. So this is the first one. Second one, if we take x and y, if we take x as 0 here, what will be y? Y will be minus 2. And if we take y as 0, x will be 6. So the equations will be represented graphically. For this first equation, 0, 6 is a point which may be somewhere here, and minus 42, 0 is a point which may be somewhere here, minus 42, 0. So this is the line which is represented by this first equation. If we say second equation, 0, minus 2, it may be somewhere here, 0, minus 2, and 6, 0, that would be 0, minus 2, sorry, it is on y axis, na? So it will be somewhere here, 0, minus 2, and 6, 0 may be somewhere here. So another line is this line, which is represented by this second equation. So this is how we can represent the given situation algebraically and then graphically. Let us come to the next question, which is also of 1 mark. Form the pair of linear equations in the following problem and find their solutions graphically. So first situation is 5 pencils and 7 pens together cost rupees 50, whereas 7 pencils and 5 pens together cost 46 rupees. Find the cost of 1 pencil and that of 1 pen. So what we will do? We will assume that cost of 1 pencil is x rupees, and we will assume that cost of 1 pen is y rupees. Then if we are taking 5 pencils, 5x rupees will be the cost, and 7 pens will be 7y. So 5x plus 7y, and this total cost is given as rupees 50. Another situation is, we have 7 pencils, then the cost of pencil is 7x, and 5 pens, that is 5y, and the total cost is 46 rupees. So this is the algebraic representation of this situation. Now we have to solve them graphically. So for this first one, we will suppose that x is equal to 0. Let us take x is equal to 0. So if we put x equal to 0, y will be 50 by 7. which is little more than 7. 49 by 7 is 7, little more than 7. If we put y equal to 0, x will be 10. What about second equation? If we take x is equal to 0, what will be y? If x is equal to 0, y is 46 by 5, which is little greater than 9. 45 by 5 is 9. And if we take y is equal to 0, x will be 46 by 7, which is greater than 6. 42 by 7 is 6. So this is greater than 6. So if we want to plot it, let us plot. So here it is 0, 50 by 7. That is, this point is 0, 50 by 7, let us say, little more than 7, and 10, 0, let us suppose this is the point. Similarly, for this equation, let us draw this line first. For this equation, 0, 46 by 5. So 0, 46 by 5 is little more than 9. So it may be somewhere here, 0, 46 by 5, and 46 by 7, 0, which is little more than 6. So if it may be somewhere here, 46 by 7, 0. Now we make another line by joining these 2 points. They intersect at this particular point. So this point will give you the solution of these 2 equations. Here it is not possible to find this point minutely, but when you will use the graph paper, there you will plot it minutely and you will see that what is this point actually, which is satisfying both the lines. Okay, students. So this is the approach which we have to do in case of graphically. In case of graphical solution, you should have graph paper with you so that you can solve it minutely. Let us come to a 2-mark question, third question. On comparing the ratios a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2, find out whether the lines representing the following pair of linear equations, these are the pair of linear equations, intersect at a point, are parallel or coincident. So which situation is this? If we write a1 by a2, what is a1 by a2 here? That is 9 by 18, which is going to be half. If I write b1 by b2, what that value is equal to? That is 3 by 6, that is also half. And if I take c1 by c2, what that value is? 12 by 24, that is again half. So we see that here a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2 are all equal. If they are all equal, then this is a case of a coincident line. That means that this pair of linear equations represent coincident line. This is your answer. a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. That means this is a pair of coincident lines, right, students? So you have to remember the conditions for various cases here. Let us come to another question. This says, on comparing the ratios a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2, find out whether the following pair of linear equations are consistent or inconsistent. So what do we mean by consistent? That it consists of a solution. It can have a unique solution, it can have an infinite solution. That means it can intersect at a point or it can be coincident. Or inconsistent. What is inconsistent? That means it does not consist of any solution, which means the lines are parallel. So this include one condition, that is lines are parallel. This include 2 conditions, that is lines are intersecting at a point or they are coincident. So let us check. Here we take a1 by a2, and if we take a1 by a2, it will be 3 by 2. As we see here, a1 is 3 and a2 is 2. If we take b1 by b2, what do we get? We get 2 upon minus 3. So if we observe here, we need not find c1 by c2 even. If we observe here, a1 by a2 is clearly not equal to b1 by b2. So if a1 by a2, 3 by 2 is 1.5 and minus 2 by 3 is minus 0.66. Both are different values. So they are not equal, which means that they have a unique solution. They are intersecting at a point. That means this pair of linear equations is consistent. That this is having a unique solution means it is consistent. So we do these questions by comparing these ratios. Next question is of again 2 marks. Draw the graphs of the equations. This is the first equation and this is the second equation. So we have to first draw the graph. Let us draw the graph. What are the equations? X minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. So the graph of this will be done by plotting the points like this. x is equal to 0 will give y is equal to 1, and y equal to 0 will give x is equal to minus 1. So point is 0 comma 1, which is here, and minus 1 comma 0, which is here. So the line will be this one. Now next is 3x plus 2y minus 12. 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. So here again, when we try to plot, we take the values of x and y. We take x equal to 0, y will be 6. We take y is equal to 0, in that case x will be 4. So point is 0 comma 6, which is somewhere here, and 4 comma 0, which is somewhere here. So we join these 2 points, and this is the line, another line. So these 2 lines intersect at a point. Now let us see, determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and the x-axis, and shade the triangular region. So the triangular region which we get is this one, with the x-axis and these 2 lines. If we want to find the vertices, we will find the solution of these 2 intersecting lines, which will be here, and on graph paper we will get this point. Another vertex is 4 comma 0, this is one of the answers. Minus 1 comma 0 is another vertex, this is one of the answers, and this you will find in the graph paper, this will be the third answer. So this triangle is having these 3 vertices. Okay students, so let us move on further to the next question. So till 5th question, which it is of 2 marks. If we go to next 6th question, it is of 4 marks, 6 to 8, 4 marks. Solve the following pair of linear equations by the substitution method. So what we will do, we will substitute. So we can write this as 3x, let us take LCM. This can be written as 9x after taking LCM minus 10y upon 6. 6 will go on the right side, this will become minus 12. This is what we can do here. This can be written as 2x, so 2x would be something like this, plus 3y is equal to 6 will cancel, this will be 13. So 2x plus 3y is equal to 13. Now we have to solve these 2 equations by substitution. So let us take from here x is equal to 10y minus 12 upon 9. Okay students, let us put this x value here in this. So what do we get? Twice of 10y minus 12 upon 9, that is 2x plus 3y is equal to 13. So now we are going to solve this. This will give you 20y minus 24. Let us take LCM, this will be 27y, and 9 goes there, this will be 13 into 9, that would be 130 minus 13, that would be 117. Okay students, so this will become 27 plus 20, 47y is equal to 24 plus 117, that will be 141. So y will be 141 by 47. So this is 3 times. If we take 3 times of 47, we get 141. So this y is equal to 3. After getting y is equal to 3, we can get x also, because here we know x is equal to 10y minus 12 by 9. So 10 into 3, 30, 30 minus 12 by 9, that is going to be 18 by 9, that is 2. So the value of x is 2 and the value of y is 3 by substitution methods. So this is how we use substitution. We take a variable in term of another variable and substitute it in the another equation. So the 2 equations we have. 7th question says solve the following pair of linear equations by the elimination method and the substitution method. So let us do by both the methods. First method is elimination. So 3x plus 4y is equal to 10. Another is 2x minus 2y equal to 2. This is what we are having. Now if we do elimination, what we do? We multiply this with 2 and we add them. So minus 2y into 2 is minus 4y, and this 4y will cancel. This will become 4x plus 3x, that is 7x, and this will become 10 plus 2 into 2, 4, that is 14. So x is equal to 2. Similarly, after getting x is equal to 2, we put in any one of the equations. Here let us put it. So this will become 6, therefore plus 4y is equal to 10. So y is equal to 1. So y is 1 and x is equal to 2. So our answer is 2 comma 1. We can verify this again by the substitution method, as they are saying that do it by substitution also. So the equation is 3x plus 4y is equal to 10 and 2x minus 2y is equal to 2. So this equation can be written as x minus y is equal to 1. This can be written as x is equal to y plus 1. Let us substitute this value of x here. So this will become 3 of y plus 1 plus 4y is equal to 10. This will become 3y plus 4y 7y and 3 will go there, 10 minus 3 will be 7. So y is equal to 1. So y is 1 is one of the answers. If you put y is equal to 1 here, you will get 2. This is value of x. So here also we are getting 2 comma 1 by substitution also, by elimination also. So we can use any method, substitution or elimination, we will get the same answer. Let us come to the next question, 8th question, which is again of 4 marks. Solve the following pair of linear equations by the substitution and cross multiplication methods. So we have to do by substitution, which you will of course do as we have done previous 2 questions. So let us do by cross multiplication. You will do it by substitution and cross check. So cross multiplication says, if we have 8x plus 5y minus 9 equal to 0, let us take 9 here, and 3x plus 2y, and let us take 4 here, minus 4 equal to 0. So in cross multiplication, what is the arrangement? X, y, 1 is taken. From b we will start 5 minus 9, 8 and then 5. From here we will take 2 minus 4, 3 and 2. Now what we will do? We will take x upon, let us do the calculation, x upon 5 into minus 4, that is minus 20, minus of 2 into minus 9, that will be plus 18. This is equal to y upon minus 9 into 3 minus 27 minus of minus 4 into 8, that will become plus 32. This is equal to 8 into 2 16 minus 5 into 3 15. So 1 by 16 minus 15. So let us see what we get. X upon minus 2 here, y upon 5 here, and here we get 1 upon 1. So finally x is equal to, when we equate this with this, minus 2, and when we equate this with this, y is equal to 5. So these are the answers which we get here. So this was also a question which we had to solve by cross multiplication method. So we can solve a question by substitution, elimination or cross multiplication formula. Let us come to this 6 marks questions, which is the 9th question. Solve the following pair of equations by reducing them to a pair of linear equations. So right now they are not pair of linear equations. This is not a linear equation. So we have to reduce it to linear equations. How we will do that? If you observe that here we have, this is a printing mistake, this is y, this is not 7. So 10 by x plus y, 2 by x minus y is 4. 15 by x plus y minus 5 by x minus y is equal to minus 2. So what we can do, we can assume that this x plus y in the denominator, 1 upon x plus y, is a variable u. So what we assume, that 1 by x plus y is a variable u, and this 1 by x minus y is a variable v. So let us assume this. Now if you do this, what do you get this equation as? 10 by x plus y will become 10u, and 2 upon x minus y will become 2v. This is equal to 4. Here it will become 15u, and this will become minus 5v is equal to minus 2. So now we have the reduced equation which is of linear form. So let us solve this. How can we solve this? We can solve this by any of the methods which we have studied. So let us multiply this equation with 3 and multiply this equation with 2 and subtract them. In that case 30u minus 30u will cancel. We will get here 6v, and here we will get plus 10v, so 16v. This is equal to 12, and here it will become plus 4. 12 plus 4, 16. So v will be equal to 1. When we put v is equal to 1 here, there 10u will be equal to 2. So u will become 2 by 10, that is 1 by 5. This is what we are getting, u and v, but this is not the final answer. Final answer is of x and y. So what we will do? We will put these values of u and v in this particular substitution. So what will happen? 1 by x plus y is equal to u, which is 1 by 5, and 1 by x minus y is equal to v, which is 1. So we will say that x plus y is equal to 5 and x minus y is equal to 1. Now let us solve these two linear equations. So here there are two pair of linear equations which we have solved in this question. One was after reduction and then after final substitution. So here x plus y is equal to 5 and x minus y is equal to 1. Let us add them. Y will cancel, this will become 2x and 5 plus 1 will be 6. So x is equal to 3. You put x equal to 3, let us say here, you will get 3 minus y is equal to 1 or y is equal to 2. So x equal to 3 and y is equal to 2 is the answer of this equations, not exactly linear equations. These are equations in x and y which we solved by reducing them to a linear equation. Let us come to the next question. A train covered a certain distance at a uniform speed. If the train would have been 10 km per hour faster, it would have taken 2 hours less than the scheduled time. And if the train were slower by 10 km per hour, it would have taken 3 hours more time than the scheduled time. Find the distance covered by the train. Okay. So here it is said that there is a distance which the train will cover from A to B. Now normally the train is taking x as the speed, its normal speed, and t as the time in order to cover this distance AB, which is d. But what they are saying that if we increase the speed of the train by 10 km per hour, so if its speed becomes x plus 10, then time that it will take will be 2 hours less. So t minus 2 time will be taken. In another situation it is given that if it is slower by 10 km per hour, so its speed is x minus 10, then the time that it will take is 3 hours more. So t plus 3 hours. So this is the speed, this is the time in another situation, this is the speed and time in another situation. As you increase speed, time decreases. As you decrease speed, time increases. So you have to find the distance covered by the train. So we know the formula speed is equal to distance upon time. So if we apply that formula, for this distance d, we have speed into time formula as x into t. This is the first equation. Now for the same distance d, this is also one of the situation where speed is x plus 10 and time is t minus 2. This is second. What is the third situation? If same distance is to be covered with x minus 10 speed, then t plus 3 will be the time. This is the third equation which we are getting. So after getting these three equations, the variables here are 3. So let us reduce them to 2. What we can do? We can equate this 1 with this 2, both are dd. So we equate 1 with 2. When we equate 1 with 2, xt is equal to this into this. We multiply this, we get xt plus 10t minus 2x minus 20 after multiplication, which can be written as xt cancels. This will become 2x minus 10t plus 20 is equal to 0. This is what we are getting, 2x minus 10t plus 20 equal to 0, which can also be written as x minus 5t plus 10 is equal to 0. So this is our equation in x and t. Let us find another equation. So we can also equate this one with this third one. If we equate them d and d, so xt will be equal to here x minus 10 into t plus 3, let us multiply them. So xt plus 3x minus 10t plus 3x minus 10t, and further 3 into minus 10 is minus 30. So what we observe that xt cancels, this can be written as 3x minus 10t minus 30 is equal to 0. This is another equation. So we have formed two equations in x and t, two linear equations in x and t, which are the two variables here, and now we have to solve them. So in order to solve this and this, what we can do, let us suppose this is the A equation, this is the B equation, as earlier we took 1, 2, 3 equation. So A when multiplied with 2 and subtract B from it, what will we get? 2x here minus 3x here will be minus x. Interestingly, this will become minus 10t, and this on subtraction will become plus 10t, it will cancel, and then it will become 20, and this will become minus minus plus 30. So we will get plus 50 is equal to 0 here, right students? So x is equal to 50, which is the speed of the train, 50 km per hour. Now we know the speed of the train, actual speed. What is the actual time which it takes? Let us put x is equal to 50 here. So what will happen? 50 plus 10, 60 60 by 5 is 12. Time is equal to 12 hours. So now we can find the distance. Distance that the train travels normally is equal to speed into time, that is equal to 50 into 12, which is 600 kilometers. So this is our answer final, that the distance which the train is traveling is 600 kilometer. If the distance is 600 kilometer, then in that situation if you increase the speed by 10, the time will be 2 hours less, and if you decrease by 10, the time will be 3 hours more. Okay students, so these are the few of the questions which we do by application of linear equation in two variables. Thank you.